We were just talking about Jonathan Martinez the other day,
Yeah,
going, "Hey,
we
who are they
were-
going to have him fight?"
Who are they going to have him fight, man? He's good, but there's no one there, right now that you're going to look at and go, that's the fight. Yeah, yes, there is.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming back.
Yeah, everything that I've heard
Yes.
though is the reason why he's back is because they don't have anyone right now that can bring the star power to Brazil. They needed to bring him back. So I don't know what they're paying him, but
Well,
I mean, this is a good fight for him though. To come back on, this is a good fight for him.
I'm not too sure about.
You're not sure about that? It's at bantamweight, 135. I think. If
here's the difference. Jonathan Martinez does exactly what Jose Aldo used to do. He attacks the legs. Mm-hmm. He's got beautiful kicks. He beats him up. He slows you down and picks you apart with his hands. Jose Aldo used to do that just beautifully. He doesn't do that anymore. At least he didn't when he was, fighting MMA. He went to boxing for a little bit, but he became very boxing centric even in MMA. And a lot of, the question was, hey, did he hurt his, shins to the point where it hurts him to land those kicks now, where, he really got away from it? Because, I mean, Josh, think about some of the fights that Aldo had and the leg damage. Remember Uriah Faber in WEC? I mean, it was nasty.
His photos of his legs went viral for a while there.
I mean, just incredible. And he did that to multiple people throughout his career in the WEC and then into the UFC. And he completely, in the last, 4 years of his MMA career at least, completely got away from it.
Yeah.
That style just went away. And it was, obviously there's a reason. You don't just go away from something that made you so successful because I just get tired of it. No, he has some type of injury that prevents him, and there's Luke Rockhold. Didn't he had that cut on his shin.
Yeah.
That it hurt him every time, it would break back open. He couldn't get it to heal. You had, I know, the ankle where it hurts you, put the steel rod in your leg. That's a good idea.
Yeah. It's going to make it feel better. Yeah. No, it actually makes it feel way worse. No, I understand I'm actually kind of thinking it's something a little bit more severe than just the shins. I think it's probably something to do with the hips.
Might be.
I've had so many friends that were like world-class Muay Thai guys, and now they're all having hip surgeries.
Yeah.
Just the kneeing, the kicking, and they're some of the coaches, they thought it was funny. Like you show up, the first thing you do on the pads is, okay, 10 head kicks. On the right, 10 head kicks. I'm like, I'm not even warmed up yet. Like, let me get moving, and yeah.
But it's also the extension, and this is what people don't get. When you're kicking and you're kicking a lot in practice on heavy bags or pads, and you get that extension where you're really bringing it around, look, there's a lot of torque on that socket when it lands. The body weight is coming forward with such force that, man, it's how long before it wears out?
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I had Bobby Lashley over the house today, and we were chatting for a bit, and I was just laughing about it because I was watching Alabama and Oklahoma Sooners women's gymnastics today. It was on TV. My daughter's getting into gymnastics, so she's like, I want to see. So we're watching. And they did this little stat where they were talking about off the pole vault thing, or not pole vault, the what is it called? Not pole vault.
The vault,
off the vault, how they land. These girls are maybe 100 pounds soaking wet.
Oh yeah.
But they're landing with 18 times their body weight onto their feet, their knees, and all this. And all the practicing, like you're talking about, all the practicing, landing their hips, their knees, their ankles, all of these things. And Bobby was over and he's like, yeah, he's telling me about it. He's got this match that he's going to, he's planning. He's going to jump off of this and onto the table and on through this table and this. And I'm like, dude, I just saw earlier these girls that are 100 pounds, they're landing with 18 times their body weight. And you are jumping off of this thing onto somebody else through a table. I'm like, bro, really? It's got to be at least 20, 30 times your body weight landed on somebody else. It's insane. Oh. But in this scenario, same thing. Like all the years of kicking, all the years of kneeing, that's all into that hip joint, man. And I can see it maybe doing something like that where he just, because remember his last fight, he started doing the leg kicks later in the fight and it started kind of taking over the fight. but it was a little bit too late. It was too little, too late at the end of that. But if he can start utilizing his kicks, getting back to them at all, maybe he just needed time away. I don't know. We'll see when he comes out how he fights. But Jonathan Martinez, will he be able to stand being leg kicked? That's the other thing. Guys that normally do things, they're not the ones normally get kicked to the gym. The guys that are really good at, at doing certain things, they're not taking the damage because people are afraid that if I kick him, he's going to kick me back, and I don't want to be kicked. Or if I throw this body shot, like it'll get him to stop throwing his. No, it actually makes me want to throw it more. And so can Jonathan Martinez handle Jose Aldo's leg kicks if Jose Aldo brings him back? That's a question. We're going to find out. This is a big fight for Jonathan Martinez. Huge fight. Huge.
But when you take a look at it, it makes sense.
Is this the main event?
No, it's UFC 301. I think the title fight's the main event. This one right here.
Oh, Pantoja and Erceg. Okay. Yeah. I also heard that if what's his name gets out of the Jamal 300, that he wants to be on that card. Alex Pereira. That he's already I guess apparently that was part of his contract negotiation. If he gets the win and he comes out healthy, that he's allowed to fight on that card.
Really?
That was part of, I guess, apparently his agreement to fighting on 300. So we'll see. But this fight right here, Pantoja versus Steve Erceg, not who you would have thought they would have had him match up against.
No, not at all. But I'll tell you what, just watching Erceg in his last fight, some bitch can fight. Yeah. He's got good stand-up. He takes a shot. He delivers beautiful combinations. He's good everywhere. I don't know if he's good enough on the ground to withstand everything that Pantoja can do down there as far as keeping him from being able to get back to his feet. But this is one of those ones I feel like you when I say I'd really like to see Erceg have another fight before he takes this. But, it is what it is. And there comes that chance and you get an opportunity. You got to take it.
Yeah.
We'll see if he can get the most of it.
100% agree. Okay.